Hello and welcome to the video, guys. We're going to be looking at the HWK 30 Hawk 30 on what's this map called? Live Oaks. I have mixed emotions about Live Oaks. I actually tend to like this map, but it really just depends on the tank I'm in usually, and I say that specifically with lights, right? I'd much rather be in like an even 90 on this map because you can do a lot of sneaky stuff. But here we go, guys. We get two shots right off the start of the game, basically, in the Kanonen, Jagdpanzer, and the even 90, and we're off to a great start, right? So HE is very, very powerful in this vehicle. I like to note that. You have 102, again guys, 102 millimeters of penetration on the heat shells on this vehicle, and they do 320 HP worth of damage, points of damage, right? And then your APCRs are going to do 240. So, and they have 187 millimeters of pen. And to me, this thing's gun is really where it's shining. The concealment is not great. The mobility's, fine for a light tank and all. But where this thing is performing really, really well is with its gun, because you're able to pen a lot of things that you can't normally penetrate with HE. So whenever you get even like side plates of lower tier vehicles, I would encourage you to try and load the HE, man. I'm telling you, it's almost OP. This tank is almost plays like a medium, right? That's kind of how you have to play this vehicle, because the gun is really so powerful on it that you want to be using it more than you would be in a passive scout. Like a T92 or an even 90, the firepower is not really there. But with this vehicle, I'm telling you guys, it's more powerful than the LTTB and the LT432. The gun is basically like a T54 lightweight gun at tier 8. So that's the best way I can describe it. Accuracy is average, but you're going to have a good time in this vehicle if you can learn how to get into areas where you can take shots safely and stuff, right? Now, we're pushing in here, the 103B is spotted, but the only reason I'm doing this, guys, I'd like to note this, you really have to pay attention to what's going on the map. They sent nobody to the city, and pretty much everyone was here, so I took it upon myself to YOLO in, go after the 103B, and this puts us in a kind of risky area, but the thing is, man, not a lot of people pay attention to what's going on other parts of the map when they're focused on brawling. And you can see that the BZ and the Gonzalo are both doing that here. Look, they're good players too. They are green by XVM. They are above average players, and they really don't even know I'm here until I hit them, right? And they're more concerned with the people in front of them. So I'm going to continue doing this and keep backing myself out over into this area, because what I want to do is try and stay as safe as I possibly can from these guys. And I'm also kind of at the corner of my eye watching the 103B. I saw him on the map kind of like come down here, and then I looked over and he wasn't facing me. So we were lucky not to take the damage here, but even if we took one or two shots, like Leo hits me here, it's not changing that much about this press, right? Like we had to press this area and get into this location, because from here we have the crossfire, and we can also spot enemy TDs like in this area and stuff, but more importantly, take the 103B out of his spot there, and now it leaves this whole side of the map open. So literally the enemy has just what's right of this line that I'm drawing. That's it. That's all they have pretty much. And once you win a lot of map in this game, pretty much in any on any map in any game, likely you're going to win the game, right? That's just the way it works. Examples of where this might not work is a map like Malinovka, right, which is nicknamed Kampanovka for a reason. And it's very, very difficult unless you have a very mobile tank, or really just in general, having a light tank at the end of the game might change that. But Kampanovka is nicknamed Kampanovka for a reason, and if you guys understand how that map works, you will understand what I mean. Now here we go. Here's a great example of the HE. Watch me smack an HE shell into the back of this guy's tank for 310. And again, the rolls are not that high. They're actually low, but you're seeing what this tank is able to do with the HE, right? So definitely, if you guys pick up this tank, make sure you load some HE shells, man. Since this game, I believe I now have this thing set up to do like, I had 10 HE, I believe, in this game. Now I have 12, so you really have to mix the ammo up quite a bit. Normally, you would just take a small handful of HE shells in most tanks, and then I would split it between the gold and the standard rounds. But on this tank, I do like almost it's like 12 HE shells, maybe 20 APCRs, and like 15 heats or something like that. So you really have to kind of mix and match with this vehicle. But here you go, guys, a very, very short game on Live Oaks. Again, I always forget the names of these maps. You think I would know the names of maps by now after playing this game for so long, but I still don't. But in any case, guys, we're going to get a thumbnail here. I'll let the music play in the background. It's no big deal. I do turn this on to borderless now, windowed borderless, because it's a lot easier to stream, and I just don't like to keep changing it all the time. So if the music plays in the background, that's fine. 2645 assist, guys. 2071 damage. We actually got the 1 mark this game. It was a second class game. 12 shots fired, 10 hit, 8 penned, and yeah, 2071 damage with 8 penetrations. So you're seeing what this tank is capable of doing, man, and it can also spot too, so don't forget that. It's a light tank after all. I am running this thing with bounty optics. I took the bounty optics off of my even, and I put them on here, and then I took on the Hawk rather, and then I took the low noise exhaust, bounty low noise exhaust off of my even, and I put that on the T92. So this way, you know, I'm kind of trying to mark these vehicles, but they pack a little bit more of a punch, at least in terms of spotting for the Hawk and in terms of concealment with the T92, to get better, slightly better games, right? Because the T92 is obviously a passive scout. The Hawk 30 is a more aggressive, active scout, and with its insane gun, you know, you want to make sure that you're still spotting. In my opinion, this is how I do it. So I emphasize the concealment on here. I emphasize the spotting range on the Hawk 30. So I have like 497 view range or something like that. This way I am still spotting and not just smacking people with HE shells, right? Because it is fun, but you got to remember you're still playing a light tank. So that's it, guys. Here's the team score, and yeah, we were top by experience here, probably like 3rd or 4th by damage or something, and that's the game. So again, if you're going to pick this vehicle up, guys, just pay attention to the ammunition. You're going to want to load it up something like this. It looks like I actually did have the loadout. I must have fired 5 HE shells. I thought I only fired 3 in that game, but we went through it so quick that I kind of just forgot. But this is the way I have it set up, guys. 22, 16, and 12, and I'd recommend you do something like that. All right, that's it, guys. Hawk 30. I do have one more replay to do in the Hawk 30, so you will see that one as well, probably in a few days from now. And I hope you enjoy, guys. I'll catch you for the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.